Kindergarten Dolphins. So good to see you again today. It's time for us to get started with our calendar this morning. You can get out your calendar mat, and today we're going to begin with finding the date. So we are going to count and find what today's date is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to find number 10. You can start by writing a 10 on your calendar mat, and we're going to find a 10 to add to our calendar. Which one of these numbers shows me 10? Is it my first number, my middle number, or my last number? My first number. So you can write that number on your calendar mat, and I'm going to add it to our calendar. Let's sing the months of the year song to help us remember which month we're in. I'm going to do the movements. You can always follow along on the back of your calendar mat. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Which month are we in right now? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a S. September. September. So at the top of your calendar mat, you should have September written for our month. So we know that today is the 10th of September. And what year is it? 2020. So now we can fill in the date on our practice map for writing the date. I'm going to add, I already traced September. Now I'm going to add a 10 here under where it says date. Today is September 10th, 2020. And on the back, I wrote the 10 for today. It is the 9th month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's where September goes. I put it up here. So we have a 9, and then I added the 10 for today's date, 2020. So now I can use this later to help me when I want to write the date on my work. All right, let's talk about the days of the week. Let's begin with our Days of the Week song to help us remember what day of the week it is today. We'll start with our hands on our head. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, down to our knees. Thursday, down to your toes. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The days of the week. And we're making 7. We're using a 5 and a 2. 5 weekdays, 2 weekend days. Let's begin with thinking about what yesterday was. What day of the week was it yesterday? It was the first day that we had What day of the week was it yesterday? It wasn't Monday. It wasn't Tuesday. It was Wednesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Begins with a W. I'm going to put that right here under yesterday was. Now, if yesterday was Wednesday, that means that today is, what do we say when we touch our knees? Thursday. It's Thursday. Thursday, we use a TH. So now, under your days of the week, you can circle that today is Thursday. So if today is Thursday, that means tomorrow will be, we go all the way down to our toes, Friday. Friday begins with the letter F. Tomorrow will be Friday. I think we're ready to do our weather report. You can do your weather report on your calendar mat, and I'm going to do mine here. So our weather might not be totally the same because we're in different places, but that's okay. You can do your weather report for the day. I'll do mine. But let's do our weather song together. What's the weather? What's the weather? Kinder, what's the weather? What's the weather like today? So over here, it's been feeling pretty hot. It feels hot outside. It's very muggy and humid. It feels kind of moistury in the air. And what about, how does the weather look? It's looking pretty cloudy. I know one of my friends told me in their weather report that it's cloudy because there's some fires around that are putting some clouds into the sky. And I can kind of tell because there's a little bit of a red tint outside. Luckily, I'm staying safe and I hope you're all staying safe at home too. We'll be praying to make sure that we're all safe from the fires. Let's move on to do some counting and then we'll do our morning journals for the day. See you guys over at the number board. Okay, let's do some counting. We have gotten super far in our counting. We're already up to the 80s. Now it's time for us to look at the 80s and see if we can figure out how our pattern continues. We're gonna start at 1 and we'll make note of each pattern as we get to it. Remember, 1 through 9, they don't have anything else in front of them. They are by themselves. And then we get up to 10 and start seeing some patterns emerge. So let's start at 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're at 10 and each of our numbers has a 1 in the front. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now we're at 20 and each of our numbers has a 2 in the front. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And when we get to 30, each of our numbers has a 3 in the front. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And when we get to 40, each of our numbers has a 4 in the front. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Now we're at 50 and each of our numbers has a 5 in the front. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. When we get to 60, each of our numbers has a 6 in the front. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. And with 70, each of our numbers has a 7 in the front. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 80 have an 8 at the front. So now I'm going to underline all of the 8s in the front. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and our last 10 before we get all the way to 100 are going to be the 90s. So we'll hear about those on Monday. How exciting, we almost counted all the way to 100. Okay, let's move on to our morning journals. All right, friends, it's time for us to work on our morning journal. Today, we're going to be hearing a lot about informational texts. Those are books that we can read to learn about something. So today I want to know about what kind of books you like to read. Oswald, our friend Oswald that we met yesterday, likes to read about odd animals. Maybe there's something really specific that you like to read about. That's what I want to know. So today's prompt is, what kind of books do you like to read? Maybe there's one book that's like your very most favorite book. Or maybe you're like Oswald and you like to read about a topic like animals. I'm going to be writing what I like to read about, and you can write what you like to read about. So today I'm going to start my sentence with, I like to read books about, and then I'm going to use my handy dandy word wall book to give me some ideas. So I'm going to start with an uppercase letter with I, and then I'm going to do finger space, and I'm going to find my sight word, like. And remember, we starred that sight word on our L page. We put a star next to it because we knew we'd be using it a lot. So here on my letter L page, I have like, L-I-K-E. So I'm going to do finger space, like, L-I-K-E. And then I need to find the word to, to. So I'm going to go to my T page, and I'm going to ask you to make another star today next to the word to. It's right here, T-O, because that's another one we're going to use a lot. To, T-O. So we'll do finger space, T, and O. I like to read. Read. That's a letter R word. Let's see if we have that in our book. So I'm going to turn to my R page, and there it is. Read. R-E-A-D. Read. I like to, now I need to do finger space again. And I'm going to do R-E-A-D. I like to read. And now I need to say what I like to read about. And now I'm going to write books. 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 That's a letter B word. Let's check to see if books is in our word wall book. I don't see the word books. Here's a chance for us to add another word to our word wall book. So let me get a pencil so we can write books. Okay, so turn to your letter B page so we can add this word to our word wall so you can go back and write about it again. We're going to use our first line here and write books. Books is spelled B-O-O-K-S. Books. I'm going to draw a book here so that we know that this word is books. There's my book. So I want to write the word books. I'm going to put my word wall here to help me. I like to read, finger space, books. B-O-O-K-S. I like to read books. We're going to go down to the next line and write the word about. Because we want to know, what kind of books do you like to read? What are they? And here's our word about. A-B-O-U-T. About. I like to read books. Now we're on my second line. I came back to the left side. Remember, we always go from left to right. About. A-B-O-U-T. Now I have to think, what do I like to to read about? What am I interested in? Maybe I'm gonna flip through my word wall book here, look at some of my pictures and see, what am I interested in? I really like to learn about space. I have some space words here, and they're really interesting to me. I love to learn about planets and astronauts and shooting stars and meteors and the moon. Those things are really interesting to me. I like to read books about it. So I'm gonna write space. I like to read books about space. And then maybe I can draw some of these things for my picture. So here at the top is the word space, like outer space. So I'm gonna use that to help me spell space. S-P-A-C-E. Now there's the end of my sentence, so what do I need to remember? A period to make the reader stop there. So I remembered finger space and uppercase and lowercase. I used my punctuation, and I didn't really sound out any words today, but I did use my word wall to help me. So I'm gonna check that off too, because I really tried my best to figure out how to spell things by using my word wall. So now I'm ready to draw my picture of space, and I'm gonna draw it in a book. I'm gonna draw a book showing some cool space things. So check back in a second to see. Okay, so here's my picture of a book about outer space. So I drew some planets. Here's Saturn and Earth, and a shooting star and a rocket ship. And I wrote what some words might be in that book. It says, here is outer space. There are many planets. You can take a rocket to go see outer space. 3, 2, 1, blast off! So maybe that would be in a book that I would read about space. What do you like to read about? I can't wait to see in your journal entries. I'll see you guys later. Bye!